Hey beautiful souls, welcome to Starlight, Starbright, Oracle and Tarot. Starlight, Starbright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. Or something like that. The download I've had for this reading is that Spirit wants to give you a kick up the butt for something. So you need to kick up the butt, and Spirit is here to give that to you today. So let's get down to it. If you're not really wanting that kick up the butt, because once you're told, and once you know, and you can't avoid it. So let's get cracking. I'm going to start with tea leaves. Love to you guys. Remember, this is a divinely protected space. All negative energy, all dark energy, return back to the sender. Thank you. Wishing you love, light and good fortune. Not just for you, but for your family as well, for your loved ones today and every day. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What's this kick up the butt? That's a funny term, isn't it? Getting a kick up the butt by Spirit. Oh my God. What are we not doing? So, oh, there's 4 here, so I think we'll just take those. Oh no, they want us to take more. Okay, 2 more then. Oh gosh, they flew out. A bit too fast, I think. Okay, oh gosh. Can't yet getting that kick up the butt. Spirit's flying the cards around. Oh my God. Oh, okay. There's 3 cards here. Right, let's start with this. Get those tea leaves out the way. There's such a huge amount of them. It's almost annoying. Put them up there. Okay, so we've got the Sun, happiness and well-being. So this is, whatever this kick up the butt is for you, this is about your happiness and well-being. There's a broken wishbone here. Wish will not be granted. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Rainbow. So, and then we have, gosh, all of these. Harp, great happiness. Dolphin, financial gain. Nest, an emotionally secure and loving family is important to you. So this is definitely about your happiness and well-being. You've got good news. There's opportunities coming your way. You have to kind of get out of this negative energy. Maybe you think that your greatest wish will not be granted. You need to set a positive affirmation for what that great wish is, and it will be granted. Perhaps it hasn't been granted in the past. Perhaps you have to stop wishing and just make a plan for one thing in your future. Like, what is something you'd really like? Where is it you would really love to be? And you don't worry about how you're going to get there. You don't worry about how the finances are coming. You don't worry about any of that. You just go, you know, that is the place for me. That is right for me. That business opportunity is good for me because it just feels right in every fibre of your body. So the kick in the butt is stop breaking your own promises as well. Stop wishing for something and then not believing that it can happen, is what I'm getting to say to you. So, you know, you're worried about a wish not being granted, and not all wishes are granted. Some things are out of our control. But if you really meditate on what it is you would like to be, or who it is you would like to be, where is it you would like to be, and let the universe worry about how it's going to unfold. Because this harp here, this great happiness, there's financial gain, the money's just going to come out of nowhere. Playful energy, dolphin energy. There could be something here to do with the ocean and music. So, and I know, oh, it's interesting because I want to put the nest on top of the broken wishbone. The wish will not be granted. So an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Maybe there's a broken wish there. Maybe something hasn't gone quite the way that you would like. But regardless of what you can't have, Spirit is saying there is so much that you can have. And you're about to birth something new, and you need to prepare for this. and you need a positive mindset. And not just a positive mindset, but just what is it you want? And you don't have to go for it. You just have to put that in place. Like, a year from now, I want to be here. This is where I want to be. Thank you, Divine All. Thank you for letting me trust you. Thank you for surrendering everything to it, knowing that everything will come to you. Oh, I've got chills saying that. So what is this broken wish? What is this wish that will not be granted? So there's something in this that you may not be able to have, but you can have everything else. So maybe there's a sacrifice here to be made as well. Sometimes we can't have it all while kind of having it all. So there's a broken wish, a wish will not be granted. What's this all about? Thank you, Spirit. What's this kick up the butt? What's this kick up the butt? Maybe that's the kick up the butt. What's the kick up the butt? Whoa! So Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is all about looking forward. It's all about planning. It's all about movement forward, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for inspiration, a lot of waiting. Yeah, your wish won't be granted if you wait. So how do you not wait? Maybe you are in a situation where you can do nothing but wait. You have no choice but just to go with the flow of where your life is at right now. Well, this is saying exactly what I said in the beginning. The kick up the butt is that you have to be patient. You have to set that goal. Write 3 things, not things you want to accomplish, but just the 3 things. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? And is there a 3rd thing? That'll do. So 3 of Wands. And the thing is as well, your wish won't be granted if you sit wishing, wanting, hoping. You have to set your plan. You have to set and then forget about it. Let the divine take care of the rest. But you've been waiting for your ships to come in for some reason. What's this 3 of Wands? And it's virtue as well. Sorry. Five of Discs, worry. Yeah, you need to let go of worry. If you want to be happy, if you want to have that loving and secure family, to be emotionally secure, if you want new opportunities to come your way with the Stork, great happiness through music is here as well, through stringed instruments, the harp. The most difficult part of a situation's over, and it's interesting because I saw the Chariot in reverse and I was actually thinking, the worst is over. You've taken a tumble. You've crashed into you've had a crash landing, and you've had to be where you are in this holding pattern, the 3 of Wands, this waiting pattern, in order to really come to what it is that would truly make you happy. And then truly trusting the divine to make it happen. But patience is needed here as well. The 5 of Discs, yeah, you're worried about the money. You don't believe that your wish will be granted because you don't have the finances to push it forward. But it will come out of nowhere, and this is what you have to realize. The kick in the butt is stop worrying. Stop watching and waiting. So if you've invested in something, and every day you're poring over it, waiting for it to grow, the chances are that it won't grow. You have to stop watching it, is what I'm getting as well. Stop watching for the negative. Stop, get off the roller coaster ride that life puts you on, is what I'm getting to say to you. I don't know if this is making sense or not, but so the kick up the butt you need, stop worrying. Just, stop worrying. If you're worried about everything, you need to stop worrying so that you can clear your head, clear your energy. Great abundance is here for you. It's all here for you, but you're blocking it. You're putting blocks in the way. by standing and waiting. So start creating as well. Energize yourself. Do what you can do now so that the goal that you're setting for yourself, the place you want to be, the person you want to be, will naturally unfold. You don't have to force or fight anything. Perhaps, you know, the broken wish is to do with a loving family. Perhaps you're in conflict with your family. Perhaps you're at a time in your life where you don't believe you're going to have that happy family. Or perhaps you imagined yourself surrounded by family and that hasn't worked for you. You are walking a bit of a solitary path, but it's necessary for your spiritual growth. There was that very, I can't think of his name, but he was like a, you know, Chinese monk, a monk of some kind. And on his deathbed, you know, they said, if you could change anything about your life, what would it have been? What has been your greatest lesson? And he said, I would not have worried about anything, because we are where we are and we have to try and make the most of it. And when we worry, that puts out into the world that lack of trust in the divine, that lack of surrender. Think of something that makes you feel really good. That's your goal. Know that you will be guided there. So the kick up the butt. Stop waiting. Stop worrying. You're not going to get your wish immediately when it comes to something to do with family or feeling emotionally secure. You have to feel, you're not going to get that from anyone else anyway. You can have the most loving family and still feel insecure, still feel unloved, still feel, you know, your self-worth and self-value is still low. So you have to build this up yourself. So it's almost like you've been placed in some kind of solitude and waiting with the Three of Wands, and in financial worry. Or somebody's closed the door on you, left you out, you feel friendless, you feel like you're wandering alone in the world. The kick up the butt is here. No, you're not. You're in that situation for a reason, so that you can be your own best friend, so that you can lift yourself out of the mud and become that beautiful lotus. And the Prince of Discs, yeah, new project, moving forward. And it is a slow process with discs, you know, with pentacles. Pentacles, it is a very slow process. You have to start something new. You have to start from scratch. But whatever you're going to move towards, if you wanted a business, you know, oh, I'd have loved to have done that. I should have done that. Or I'd love to do that. If that's something that makes you feel inspired, then know that you will have that. So set that down and then look for something every day. Write it in a journal. What has the divine shown me today that affirms that what I truly desire, truly want, truly am meant to have is manifesting today? And that could just be a small thing, like listening to a reading like this, saying, yeah, you're going to have it. But there's some things that are going to take time. When it comes to maybe family and friends, or some kind of conflict, or a door's being closed on you in some way, you have to find a new path. You can't keep knocking on the same door because it's familiar to you. Sometimes we have to walk into the unknown. We have to walk into the unfamiliar and begin again with the Page of Pentacles. Oh, it's the Prince of Pentacles. Sorry, Knight of Pentacles. So it could be a year from now. And like people go, you know, oh, a year from now, we want this immediate gratification. Well, you can immediately gratify yourself by being, you know, energized and positive. Sorry, my battery went flat. Yeah, so, you know, try and energize yourself and take on. The only way that we can be truly positive is to know what we really want. And like, I've been getting whispers for 2.5 years now from the divine, what is it you want? And then I'd say things like, I want to be happy, I want this, I want that. And then I had an epiphany. I realized exactly where I want to be. And I realized exactly where I need to be. And I realized exactly what it is that I want to have a happy and fulfilled life. Now, to some people, that what I want it might seem a little bit like, oh my God, how are you ever going to get that? But that's it. You let go of the worry. It feels right because you can imagine yourself there and you're not forcing any kind of manifestation. It just naturally feels right. And then, as I said, write down every day an affirmation like, how has the divine affirmed to me today that this is correct, that this is what I want, this is what I need, this is where I need to be, this is where I need to go. Because you'll feel it's right. And that's when everything falls into place. It just feels right. You might be getting goosebumps, you might be getting chills, you might see, something that keeps making you think of this. Signs that make you think of this. So, don't be in a rush, don't be in a hurry is what I'm getting to say. You need to let go of your addictions. You need to let go of your addiction to feeling like a victim. You need to let go of your physical addictions. You need to let go of, emotional addictions, mental addictions like worry and stress, and, and come to that place that where you are right now, what is it you're getting from it? What is it you're learning? Are you learning never to be with those sorts of people again? Are you learning never to let somebody have control over your life again? Are you learning that sometimes wishing for something that we can't have is just really a waste of time and energy? Like, we can't wish for other people specifically to be in our lives. We can't wish for somebody to think differently about us. They have to come to that. So they're wasted wishes is what the divine wants to say to you today. So the kick in the butt is, think about you and you alone. And when you do think about other people, think of them positively. And if you can't think of them positively, then that's a trigger within you that needs to be healed. Because people do and say things for us to understand ourselves better, not for us to make them understand themselves better, if that makes sense. It's the kick in the butt. So it could be a year from now, and it's movement, it's travel, and it feels slow, but it is happening with the Prince of Discs. So the wish will not be granted. And I'm thinking that this is really to do with your emotional life. Perhaps you're hoping to, meet that perfect partner. Perhaps you want a specific person to give you a proposal, to offer you marriage, to, it's not going to happen if you're knocking on the wrong door with the Five of Pentacles here. You have to come out of your comfort zone and think outside the box, think outside of the square. Live life a little bit more passionately and a little bit more by the seat of your pants is what I'm getting. So one more for this. So Spirit wants to give you a kick in the butt. Yeah, failure. So you're feeling like a failure, or something isn't working if it's the same path over and over again. Like Pentacles tell us that, people who, generally Pentacles people, generally live in the same house for a long time. They're generally in the same job for a long time. That they don't kind of move out of their comfort zones. They're kind of very stable, but at the same time stayed. So what this is saying is that you need to get into more fire energy. If you stay where you are, if you keep on repeating the same things and wishing for the same things over and over again, and you're not seeing any sign that that's going to manifest, then you need to let go of it. With the Seven of Pentacles here, it's actually reaping what you've sown as well, so lessons learned. Oh yeah, a big ringing in my ear. So then we have the happiness, business opportunity, and a business opportunity is coming this way, but it's like you have to create it for yourself. No one's going to bring this to you. There's something here about having to create something for yourself, something from scratch, something new. Rather than, doing a 9 to 5, like the old 9 to 5, living in the one house for 20 years, imagining yourself as an old grandpa and grandma with all the grandkids running around you, is not what you should, it's not necessarily the life that you're going to have. you're going to have a more extraordinary life. You're going to have a more interesting life than that. But people feel more secure when they're in the same spot. But this is telling me the kick in the butt is you've got to come out of your comfort zone. You have to really dig deep within yourself. If you could be anywhere and be anybody right now, where and who would that be? And not wishing for someone to come and rescue you. You have to rescue yourself. You have to be brave enough to keep moving forward. Happiness and well-being. What are the angels wanting to say? Spirit wants to give you a kick in the butt. Patience. And Prince of Wands, yeah, so heavy creative energy. There's an adventure coming your way, but you need to be patient as well. Sun energy, Leo energy, the Hangman, Pisces energy. So maybe you're feeling lack of inspiration, but as I said, something needs to be sacrificed here. You need to go it alone with all the fire and the passion and the Leo energy, the strength and the ambition. And ambition in this doesn't mean you have to force anything. It means that you have to want and wish for the thing that actually feels right. So if you're wishing for something but it kind of, oh, I'm never going to get that or that, then you're not wishing for the right thing. Stalk, news, business opportunity, birth. Thank you, Spirit. Kick up the butt. Ace of Wands. So yeah, big news, inspiration. This is a massive new beginning for you. And then we've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. So there's some karmic clearing needed here as well. There's some, it's not time to move forward with swiftness. It's not time to move forward yet. You're going to have to be very patient. But there's an Ace of Wands here, creative inspiration. When you feel it from head to toe, when you feel chills and when you feel excitement at whatever that one place or goal is for you, then know that it's coming. It's not going to be overnight. So you're going to be very successful, but you do have to put positive energy into it. It has to feel right. And if it doesn't feel right, don't force it, is the kick up the butt, because there's only failure otherwise. Perhaps you've tried many projects and they've all failed. Well, take all of those experiences. Why have they failed? Why are you not being successful in getting that job and getting that person? It's not because there's anything wrong with you. It's because you're wishing for the wrong thing. So it is going to take time, but you're going to feel energized and excited at the thought of this thing, whatever that is. Kick up the butt. We have the Hermit. Yeah, you need to take time for introspection, wisdom, growth here, great happiness. But you know, you're in a time of solitude, or you feel as though you've walked this path alone. But you need to continue to walk this path alone with the Hermit energy, number 9. Because what you have to offer the world is inspired wisdom. You need to walk a spiritual path. So you need to be in a place where you can grow spiritually. And sometimes that's the worst place on the planet, isolated, secluded. You think, why the fuck am I here? But that's so that you can rid yourself of all the negative, of the trauma, so that you can learn to be happy with little. So that when the money comes, when it's time to move, that it's all a means to an end. There's no greed involved. You're not coveting anything. You're not wanting something out of greed or desperation or worry. You're getting it because it's a means to an end, because it's the road you need to travel, it's a place you need to be. You might think, oh, I need millions of dollars to do that. Well, then if you do, it will come if it feels right. And Spirit will guide you to that pot of gold. So you need to still take some time. There's some work to be done here when it comes to your root chakra, when it comes to feeling secure, when it comes to your sacral chakra and your solar plexus. So your lower chakras need work so you can come into your upper chakras, so that you can walk on air and feel inspired. You need to inspire yourself. What else is going on here? Thanks, Spirit. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Dolphin energy. telepathy. I mean, dolphins are telepathic, aren't they? Psychic powers. Playfulness. Something that made you feel free and playful. Something you enjoyed. You know, that's where your financial gain's coming. Dolphin. Thank you, Spirit. Kick up the butt. What's the kick up the butt today? Oh, we have the Tower. So, wow. Everything that is meant to fall will fall. So, the Tower is letting go of the ego. Again, your financial gain isn't, you know, you have to remember that it's coming from Spirit. And Spirit wants to prove to you that it can come from thin air. And you will be leaping and bounding. Whereas, and give thanks for that. Have gratitude for what you do have. And know that whatever's meant to be coming your way will come your way. And the Tower, the fall of the ego. Falling away of the old to bring on the new. And we have the Knight of Cups here. And the Nine of Wands. Strength. So, and the Queen of Wands. So, inspired energy. And the Queen of Discs. And the Four of Wands. So, there could be a new home here as well. You know, the Tower has to fall. All blocks are falling with this Tower I'm getting. There could be a partnership here with you and someone else. Or it could be a mother and daughter or something like that. And the Knight of Cups is moving forward with confidence, bravery, with virtue, with love, with emotional stability. You're doing this for the love of it. You know, you've been looking for the Holy Grail, but it's inside you all the time. And then Four of Wands, you know, it's a new home. It's beautifying a home. It could be where there's towers. Like, literally, you could be in an old like where there's castles or towers or something to do with towers. And then Nine of Wands, you know, having that strength. You've been through many battles. And now it's time to release all that. So this is like, with the Queen of Pentacles, with the Queen of Wands, this is a business through passion and creativity. And people will come. So you're going on an adventure, but it's a crusade almost. With the Knight of Cups, they're crusaders, aren't they? Looking for the Holy Grail. You'll be directed where you need to go. And everything will come to you. You'll feel complete. Oh, and Rainbow. The difficult part. The worst is over. And the Sun. Great joy, happiness. That's twice. It began with the Sun. It's ending with the Sun. You'll have, and then the Knight of Discs. Oh, so the Prince of Discs is. So the Prince of Discs, you know, that's a new career. That's a new job. You know, now we have the Knight of Discs. So a year from now, it's all happening. It's all going to seemingly come from nowhere. So, rebirth. Yeah, you're going from transition, from this negative energy, wishing for things that you can't have, wishing for someone you can't have, to creating a whole new life for yourself. And it's going to still take some time, but you're going to have it. And it's coming out of a creative business. Something to do with real estate, something to do with, I'm getting old stones, like, you know, like something to do with stones. But we have 10 here, completion, rebirth, spiny-headed Matt Rush. These are Australian Aboriginal cards. So it's time to put an end to all the old and to reinvigorate yourself, no matter how old or young you are. Oh, passion, yeah. You need to truly manifest. It needs to be like putting on the perfect glove. And here we go. Decision. Sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. So the only thing you have to decide is to think about that thing that makes you feel passionate, that makes you feel that will be, you know, realistically, and let the divine bring everything to you. So you're not being asked to make any decisions here. You're just having to feel and think about your true heart's desire. And that's Knight of Cups. This is going to be your true heart's desire. And then we have ease, on a swing, ease. Today I will allow life to be easy. You're going to be amazed at how easy this becomes. Give yourself a break, pamper yourself. This is going to be easy. If it's not easy, if you have to force it, then it's not right. The days of forcing your way through doors is over. That was the 80s. We're now living in 2024. A time of creativity, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual lessons, spiritual karma. You still have some karma to deal with. And stay calm. I hope this has all made sense. Oh, enter the Jade Temple, Kuan Yin. Again, it's an 11. So walking that spiritual path, spiritual teaching, spiritual lessons. So whatever it is you're doing, you're going to be connected to a spiritual community. A community that inspires you. A community where you feel joyous and happy. Like there are different places, suburbs, towns. Some are there, you might move to some places for the isolation, for the hermit energy. You might move there to learn what it's like to lose everything. You might be somewhere where you learn to know what it is to gain everything. But at the end of your path, you're going to be in the perfect place at the perfect time. That is a perfect glove for you. And you need to let go of all the, the broken promises, the broken wishes, the life that didn't go well, because the worst is over and everything's about to change. And I'll just read this Enter the Temple, number 11. If you could be a life path 11 or a 2. 2s are all about harmony. So enter the Jade Temple. So jade, that's protective energy too. Jade is royal. Kuan Yin, in her temple of peaceful jade, so peaceful, be at peace, know that it's all going to, flow beautifully. Stop fighting it, stop thinking. Kuan Yin, in her temple of peaceful jade, causes all conflict to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. In fact, you are being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so that you can more readily receive the divine solution and blessing of peace from the beloved Kuan Yin when it arrives. So sometimes things get worse before they get better. But again, it's letting the divine, think about your perfect place, your perfect being. And if it feels right and gives you chills and makes you feel excited, then let the divine bring it to you. Sorry. There are moments on the path where conflict arises and struggles emerge. These conflicts may be within us or appear to be in an external relationship or situation. So you have conflict when it comes to love and family and things like that. Somebody who feels determined to teach you lessons or whatever it is. Somebody quite stubborn is what I'm getting here. They could be dark-haired or have long hair, but very determined energy. So there could be definitely conflict, and this could be making you feel, pushing you back into old traumas. You need to know the past is in the past and that your past no longer exists and that you have survived your past. These conflicts can be a part of the experience of life on the physical plane that actually helps us raise our vibration to find unity and yet still honor our individuality. There is a spiritual light within, a light of peace, so you need to come to peace with everything. That can be brought to bear on any situation or struggle. An energy of peace that we can transform even the deepest conflict through blessings of the Divine Goddess, Priestess of the Jade Temple, Kuan Yin. Peace does not mean avoiding conflict or pretending that the struggle does not exist. Peace is the light that flows when we are able to step above the illusions of separation, competition and conflict, to seek out the consciousness where we are all in fact all one in divine love, and we are all serving the path of light in our own unique ways together. So it's like what I said in one of my other readings. Yeah, it's not how you conducted yourself. Like, we always rake over, oh, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have done this, or they shouldn't have said that, they shouldn't have. We always rake it over the coals. But the true lesson is in how you recover. Has what's happened does it spiral you into darkness and depression for prolonged periods of time? Are those prolonged periods of time when you have conflict that trigger you, are they become shorter and shorter? Have you got to the point where you just think, oh God, whatever, yeah, okay, I get it. I can't be bothered with that. You know, are you just sort of, it's how you handle it all privately. Don't let things bring you down. Even if you are wrong, there will be an opportunity to make amends in the future. And if this person's wrong and they're meant to be on your path, they will make amends into the future. But also, when we are in conflict with someone, we need to be peaceful in their presence and calm in their presence, so that we can know and be guided to know what the right thing is to do and say in the moment. And sometimes saying and doing nothing and just letting them speak and listen is the best way to go. So something new is coming, and it's definitely happening within 12 months. Alright, love to you guys. Bye.